All right. So when last we left off, you guys were on the trail of the threat of Onyxus. You were attempting to thwart his dastardly schemes, and you'd been a thorn in your side as he had imitated Angvor and the pseudonym Malith Brontel had framed him for murder. You had paused again, didn't I? Oh well, I think we just have to deal with it. All right. Sorry. He had enslaved the Tritons and sold them into slavery on an island, imprisoning them on an island off the coast of Port Somali to mine the charred Allens. He had enthralled several Solars as well as the sorceress Dylene to serve as his minions, and he had resurrected the dragon Raishon and had stored her in a sword outside the city of Guardon, and sort of stored her essence to disrupt the steam casting of sort of the people of Guardon. So to this end, you decide once and for all to attempt to defeat Onyxus and to break his connection to the planes of existence, and in the hub of his power, which you learned was located on the island of Rumblecusp, an island sort of off the south of the Menagerie Coast, that apparently was a nexus for other dimensional. It was sort of a nexus for other dimensional energies and sort of merging of dimensions. So you guys were sailing there. You guys had sort of passed sort of a floating island with some sort of various individuals on there, as well as some small buildings. You guys decided not to stop on this floating island and decided to continue on your way. And as we begin tonight's session, you guys are probably about a little ways off from Rumblecusp itself. You guys are a little bit, ways off from Rumblecusp itself, and so if you guys want to do anything before you arrive in Rumblecusp, as you're more than welcome to.
I assume we had a long rest at some point since last.
Yes.
We're all back to full.
All your spell slots?
Do I have any? I don't think I have any gear that I need to look at.
Yeah, I think so. Myself.
All right. So you guys.
I switched from the Ring of Regeneration to the Ravenkind symbol.
Okay.
Raven.
Actually, I'm gonna pull out this mask of Benthus that I have apparently. I'm just realizing. I'm gonna go over to Angvor and I'm gonna say, hey, I feel like maybe you should have this if you want it.
Excuse me?
I don't know what you want to do with it.
I've rejected that false idol. I don't know what are you insinuating here? I don't know. I don't want to be tempted back into his realm.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Fair.
Yeah.
I just thought, I'd let you determine what we do with it, because
I really don't know what we should do with that. I don't know if there's power left inside that or anything, but I mean that's somebody else other than I hold on to it. I think. I mean, there are still probably some sort of connection lingering. I hope to never go back, but yeah.
All right. Well,
I don't want to be tempted.
I'll keep it under wraps over here.
Yeah.
And maybe at some point we can figure out how to dispose of it to make sure there's no lingering.
Yeah, absolutely.
Magic there or anything. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to fluster you there.
That's all right. I just was not prepared for that, and yeah,
I can see why. All right, well, just forget I mentioned it.
Yeah, you keep that with you. Just don't be drawn to his temptations if he ever calls to you from that.
Understood. I'll just stash it back away in my bag for now.
All right.
Where all say things go.
Nobody will take it.
Yeah.
Tross.
Here you go, Benny.
Here's a gift. Where?
Just chuck it overboard. I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong.
not like he's of the sea or anything like that.
All right. So as you guys sort of make your way towards the island of Rumblecusp after Erdak safely stows away the mask of Benthas in his bag, you guys sort of see on the horizon a luscious sort of tropical islands, this sort of paradise. Sort of there's a large volcano in the middle of the island with smoke. There's a large volcano in the middle of the island with smoke sort of trailing upward, and you guys see sort of this sort of looming, vista of this beautiful, paradise.
That looks like a nice place over there.
Nixus sure does. Maybe this is like his vacation home. Like he does his stuff, and then he's like, I just gotta get away from it all. And
It's like
It's possible.
it's like,
this island.
Huge crime operation,
Sure it is. I've never tried.
that's what they don't tell you. The stress is what gets you, not the rival games.
The high blood pressure.
The heart attack.
High blood pressure.
The heart attack from the. What if we just died of our heart attack? Can we just?
And Nixus, your days of evil are behind you.
Here, have this,
You just like scare him. Just like jump scare. It just like jump scare Nexus, and he has oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like come at
All right. So as you sort of arrive on this sort of this paradise on Earth, sort of like you sort of cozy up and again it has a beautiful harbor out front with sort of white sand beaches. You arrive again, it's again quite beautiful. You arrive, you sort of are able to sort of wade out into this crystal clear sort of beautiful blue ocean. You sort of wade out and make your way onto the shore of this white sandy beaches, and the jungle awaits.
Who wants to go swimming first?
I guess on our way up,
I don't like ships.
He
You don't
doesn't
like
like
ships.
being on ships.
we didn't
There's a difference.
see signs of like civilization on our way up. Did we see?
Roll a perception check for me.
Oh, all right, 6.
6. Yeah, you didn't see anything.
Oh yeah. Well, we might need to have like a guide, like chopping through whoever goes in front. needs
Yeah.
to-
I should go in front. I can do everything for all of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut higher, Will.
I am coming tired.
How are you clearing the way, Will?
I will. Someone else should probably go in front.
I can go in front. It's fine.
All right.
Seems to be the best option. You seem to have some good survival skills.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I can take rear.
I'll
I keep an eye on the rear.
well we should go or any can I kind of just look around and see if I can see any signs of activity or anything like that in the
Yeah, make a
area?
perception check.
Good.
Nice.
26.
Much better.
26. All right.
Here, that's fine.
So as you are sort of staring off into the into the woods, you see sort of a flash of movement sort of appear sort of in the corner of your vision. You sort of see it's sort of this dark, like almost cat-like shape that sort of
Nope.
darts through sort of the woods.
Hmm.
You could go to the volcano.
Yeah, I say we
Yeah.
just head straight inwards.
Well, I just saw a what kind of look like a cat kind of creature just scrambling over there. I mean,
How big?
I couldn't tell you. Could I see how big it was? Was it like a
Yeah, with that sort of perception. It's again, it's probably the size of a small horse. It's quite big.
Okay, small
You
horse.
hear that? Small horse, small horse.
Dang, well, that's
Well, yeah, that was extremely big for a cat, I would say. But
Mm.
I mean,
Keep an
it's,
eye then.
yeah. So we probably want to keep an eye out for the wildlife. It seems.
yeah.
Yeah. That,
If you're leading in the front,
yeah.
here's some
I'll
I'll give you
keep-
guidance.
I'll keep an eye out. You all. Word, I guess.
Head towards the volcano, the center, or
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's
I
probably
mean,
our
at least
best
we can
bet.
probably get a vantage point from there.
From up top.
Yeah.
All right. Because you guys been to
We'll start
bushwalk.
heading-
Yeah, you guys have been to bushwhack your way through sort of the dense forest that covers this part of the island. Can I have whoever's in front make a survival check for me, please?
And I gave you guidance, which is a
that too.
D4.
Oh, yes. Guided.
Ooh.
Survival.
Yeah, survival.
Yeah, 26.
26. All right. So as you begin to make your way, sort of through the underbrush, you quickly stumble across a path of some sort. It may just be a deer trail, but you sort of find your way through, and you're able to sort of avoid sort of you could see that on the other side there are sort of large plants sort of sway as you sort of pass forward, sort of lean towards you, and you suspect that you're lucky that you have found the path as quickly as you did. You see some giant spider webs. That look like they may have caused you some problems if you had encountered them, and you need to make your way on this main track towards sort of the main track. This is sort of this deer trail or this trail that you found.
Just keep following the trail. As long as it's heading in the general
Okay.
direction we want to go.
Yeah, so as you begin to follow this trail, it sort of begins to skirt its way up, and you sort of come across sort of this vantage point where you sort of burst out from the jungle briefly as it's sort of winding its way up towards the volcano. So as you sort of burst out of the jungle briefly, you sort of look down and you sort of see that although this island, again, at least at first appeared to be sort of a tropical sort of paradise, it actually has distinct sections. You can see a section that is you see up on the volcano, you can see sort of streams of molten magma coming down, and you can sort of see this large sort of volcanic essence. You can see a part of the island where there's a waterfall that's actually flowing up rather than down, sort of on the edge on the other side of the island from where you landed. There's one that looks more like a canyon of sorts, or like a giant sort of arid desert landscape filled with sort of rock buttes. Another one is sort of dark and sort of shrouded in sort of some sort of magical darkness. And then you see another one that's sort of filled with sort of a voluminous sort of luminous light, sort of haloed with a bright light. And also from this vantage point, you can see a small city not too far from where you are. Sort of a variety of sort of small huts and villages, all as you sort of burst out of this jungle.
Well,
The waterfall's going up. Is that what that was?
Yeah, the waterfall is flowing up instead of down.
yeah. Well,
Not something you see every day.
yeah, that is
It defies the laws of. Gravity.
definitely something going on there.
I guess gravity is just a theory.
That's probably why. Because of that waterfall.
Yeah, that one part.
Everywhere else, it all acts this way. One spot.
That's one they can't figure it out.
Well, should we go to the city and see if we can
Well,
guess as to where he might be?
How far away does that city seem? Did he say?
He said it seemed relatively close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
populous.
it is small. It's a variety of villages, probably at most a few hundred. We're probably thinking like maybe 600 max. But again, we're probably thinking, somewhere around, 200 to maybe 500 or so.
You might like it.
Maybe he's doing stuff where the water's flowing upwards.
Or maybe he's in the shroud of
Oh.
darkness.
Only acts of evil can cause this.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Maybe he has a lot of magics.
so many options.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to go talk to the people in the city to see if they have any knowledge as to what this waterfall is, and if that.
Or if there's anyone there of knowledge of the Nectar.
I'm sure he's gonna have spies around there though.
He may
So-
already know we're here.
No, that's true.
He probably knows where to do about that, so.
It's true.
So it could be even more ironic when we catch him off guard and give him a heart attack.
Yep.
I saw you land on the island. I saw you come to the village, but you're at the volcano already. Ah!
He already doesn't do that quick.
Well, do we want to
Well, off to the city then, and.
go to the city?
Cities
I
would
think city.
offer the most answers.
Yep, agreed.
All the
So,
Yeah,
can I just have whoever's in the lead make a survival check to make your way towards sort of the village or the
not fall in quicksand.
You want guidance?
Nope.
27.
All right. So again, so you gauge where you think the village is. You sort of move around, and you start to find some sort of you find sort of a boot print. You're like, all right. You sort of follow that boot print. You find a second path sort of off the edge. Again, it's pretty well hidden. So you're lucky to be able to find it. But as you sort of make your way through sort of the brush or the undergrowth, you are able to sort of piece together where sort of the path would be, with sort of these broken, sort of some broken sticks and some boot prints here and there. And you guys are sort of amazed as Erdak sort of begins to sort of move through this path like he was sort of like he grew up on Rumble Cusp.
Guys, I found another path over here.
Moving a
Oh,
little
wow.
fast.
I don't know how to keep up.
Meanwhile, I'm like struggling the whole way.
Looks like it's
I'm like,
going.
it's just this way.
Looks like it's going down towards the city. So
Am I helping you?
Probably.
Like Erdak sort of pushes one giant leaf and it sort of springs back and smacks everything in the face. And you guys sort of begin to move through the underbrush, and all of a sudden you arrive on sort of the
1 point of bludgeoning damage.
the outskirts of a small sort of village. And again, you sort of look around, and it's an ethnically diverse village. Although there is, can I ask each of you to please roll a nature check for me, real quick?
Nature.
Mhm.
Intelligence.
Haha.
I'm on fire.
Not
I am
terrible.
not.
Not terrible.
All right,
I got
Catherine, what's
a-
your roll?
18.
All right, Erdak.
A natural 20.
Nice. All right, 17.
17.
All right,
9.
9. All right. Well, this actually kind of makes sense because what you see a variety of genasi, sort of and so Wilfred, you're not sure what these people are, but the rest of you recognize them right off the bat. You see some water genasi, some air genasi, fire genasi, and earth genasi. A disproportionate number of them. Although there are other individuals on this island, there are a disproportionate number of these genasi, as well as a disproportionate number of tieflings. That's the primary makeup of this island, are genasis of different elements and different elemental genasis, sort of tieflings and Aasimar.
They're like elemental-ish people.
Yeah. That is a very interesting makeup of people, and for being so far out here.
I'm on the mainland concentrated as much.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we're stick out here too.
Well, maybe they're drawn to the different elements that seem to be
Everywhere. Water,
Around
fire,
the island.
darkness, quicksand.
Maybe they're on because of Inictus here as well. This
Good. You draw them in.
Maybe he's using them for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the
Right.
last couple people we ran into, they were being mind controlled by him, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell from their eyes.
I think we could tell from their eyes, couldn't we?
I could.
We were somehow able to tell that guard was mind controlled. I don't remember how.
I think he was just like
He was just too dumb to not be
he was
mind
too
controlled.
dumb. I think he was like too. He believed in like this too much. I think.
Yeah.
Too militant.
Yeah.
Too dismissive of our.
Yeah. Too dismissive of our claims. I think.
Yeah.
Might as well see if we can go and ask these guys what's going on.
Yep.
All right. So, is there? You're gonna go ask somebody who's going on? Are you looking for any type of individual in particular? Or are you just going to the first person that you find?
Hmm.
I don't know, probably just walk around and see if anybody notices us, and if anybody takes notice of us,
Mhm.
lock eyes on somebody.
All right. So as you sort of emerge from the forest,
Kind of go up to the first person that we kind of acknowledge us.
Mhm.
And before we kind of go down that road, as I start to see these people, I'm going to use disguise self.
Okay.
Change just my disguise to look less tiefling like, more
Maybe if you go like full male with Bronto, they'll all just come up and start like chatting to you and stuff.
That's opposite of what I want.
Hey, but then we can
Spill the
figure it
beans.
out.
It's more humanoid, just kind of my similar build, but without the tiefling, without the purple, just more humanoid and
Okay.
looking.
All right. As you sort of emerge from sort of the underbrush with Urdak and the lead, very quickly you see that the villagers sort of look at you and they sort of catch sight of you. They don't seem threatened or concerned, which is a little interesting. Just to see some strangers sort of wander into their small village. And as you sort of begin to approach them, sort of this tall, sort of female fire genasi comes up to you, and she sort of she's got sort of this like fiery red hair, sort of a sort of orangish, sort of almost burnt skin. She sort of comes up to you and she says, "Oh, welcome to the city of O. But what pleasure? What is the reason for you have been drawn to our company? What is the
Sorry,
reason?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. Um, uh, for what reason have you been drawn to join our company?
We heard of the Rumble Cusk, and
We've come looking for knowledge. It seems that this is an exotic island that we would love to know more about.
Oh yes. Rumblecusp is Rumblecusp is quite a unique place. As it is the sort of the place where the next god will be raised into power.
the next god.
The next god.
What more could he tell us about this god?
He was once a mortal like you or I, but he was once more like you or I, but he was able to, through magics, was able to garner power and harness the abilities of uncanny means, different dimensions. And now he seeks to ascend, much like the Raven Queen did before, or even the Dark God Vecna did. And we, his acolytes, hope to share in his. We as acolytes hope to share in his power when he rises to his fullest form.
Yes, it does. It seems to be a very interesting place that does hold a lot of power. I mean, we saw on our way over here, we saw water flowing upwards, and not knowing much about that phenomenon, I can only imagine how much power must be drawn to this.
Does he do that? Did he make that happen?
I'm not sure. We know all he has done on this island for good or for ill. We only know that he is, a great and powerful, creature, and therefore, he may have. I don't know.
Yeah. What?
Sorry, I may have missed that question.
What do you call this god? This up and coming, this god to be? What is his? What do you call him?
Asphodel.
Asshole?
Asphodel.
Asphodel. Oh. Oh wow.
You chose that name?
Sorry, again.
Did he give that name to you, or did you bestow that name upon him?
He was once known by a different name, but that is his name that he has given to himself.
Ah,
His asphodel name, if you will.
What was he known as before?
We don't know.
Oh.
He has not shared that knowledge with us. He's only
yes.
told us that was not always his name. He's only told us that was not always his name.
Yes, yes.
Have you seen him in person then?
Oh, of course. Sometimes he walks in person like you or I, and sometimes he is a creature of vast and immense power who is we sort of shrink to even look at and can't even look at him. Sorry, I need you to repeat that.
Does he ever walk like a big cat?
Sometimes he comes as in some sort of sometimes like that, yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, this is all very interesting news. I mean, we are, as I've said, we are just a wandering bunch of travelers in search of knowledge, and this is a very inspiring place, I think is a good word for it. Have a shrine? Is there somewhere that he is known to be present? I would love to be able to expand upon this and potentially meet a god myself, as I've never met one.
Of course. If you go to the peak of the volcano, there is an area where we offer sacrifices to him and homage to him. And if you don't mind me asking, what do you guys call yourselves?
Yeah,
Did you miss that?
No, it's like
No.
I'm trying to decide whether we
No,
lie
we're,
or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just a traveling group of people.
yeah. I mean, we don't really have any names.
Well, perhaps you could just share your individual names with me. I'm Yara.
Yara.
William.
Nice to meet you, William.
It was the fake name. No. I'm Girthing.
Nice to meet you, Gerthang.
My name is Erdak.
Pleasure to meet you, Erdak. And you?
1 second.
My name is Human McHuman Person.
John Smith.
My name is John Doe.
Jacob.
Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
His name is my name too.
Since- I think it's a D20 fake name they used. Like Jacob fake name. Oh god. I know he's coming up. It's okay. He sometimes has.
Yeah, he's a little slow. Do
Hey,
you remember your name?
Hey,
Are you having a hard
new?
time?
Oh, my name is Jade.
Jade,
Jade, yes.
nice to meet you, Jade. Perhaps you would like to meet others. And so you begins to sort of head towards, and you see this sort of this sort of this sorry, this sort of like pale, sort of tall air genasi. Sort of got like his he sort of got this like almost translucent blue skin. He sort of has these sort of gauntlets on his arms. He sort of got his hair sort of flows upward, like the wind sort of drifts back and forth ever so slightly as he sort of levitates slightly off the ground. This is Jet. Pleasure to meet you.
What did you say his name was? We didn't catch the name you just said.
Jet.
Jet,
Jet.
Mhm.
like an
Hmm.
air jet.
Yeah, JATT or JETTE. Jet.
How have you all found yourselves on this island? There seems to be a plethora of these of you Genasi here, and even looks like some. I don't see them very congregated. You guys this densely congregated together. All of that. I just don't understand how you've all come to this island.
Well, we believe that this island is we believe it's a sort of a nexus of the different elemental planes. And so,
Hmm.
Not only are, avatars of different planes drawn to this
Yes.
island, but also those who are born here, are usually, some sort of, genasi or some sort of
Yeah. Yes.
as well.
Well, that is fascinating, and that truly is very fascinating. Hmm.
So each one is sort of the sectors of the island represents a different elemental plane, we believe.
Ah,
This is what Asphodel has taught us.
yes.
What section are we in right now?
You are in the elemental plane of
Water, fire,
Earth.
earth. I guess that makes sense. We were trying to find something, weren't we?
I think we
Not
were
really.
just here to expand on
Yeah,
our
we just wanted to
adventure.
We
see
wanted
what we could
to-
learn about this.
We're gatherers of knowledge.
Yeah.
We just wanted to.
Is
Yeah.
the waterfall then? That waterfall that was going the other way, is that in the water section?
Yes, we believe that is the that basically that waterfall actually comes from the elemental plane of water and is the water sort
Oh,
of gushing
wow.
from that plane. Yes.
That is beautiful.
What's the dark ebony pitch black area?
That is the area you can't go. Land there's land that it doesn't touch. The LA doesn't touch. No.
Simber doesn't own it, so
no, that is the connects to sort of the negative energy plane. The negative energy.
Mm.
Negative energy.
Interesting.
Well, I mean,
You had said that you all sometimes go up into the volcano to offer sacrifices. What kind of sacrifices does this god require?
Normally he sends us out on sort of missions to prove our loyalty and our fealty to him. and he has us retrieve sometimes items for him, and sometimes he has us retrieve other things, people
On the island or
from anywhere.
from anywhere?
Interesting.
So if we wanted to offer something to this god, how would we know what he
Oh,
requires?
he'll speak to you there.
Then you're not like, am I getting the wrong thing? Am I doing too much? Am I not doing enough?
I love it when guys just like tell you what you want. You know, like I have a couple right here, and like they don't tell me anything. Like I got this. I pull out the symbol of Ravenkind, and I'm just like nothing. Like they don't nothing.
You just go about.
Like I just go about, and they don't give me any guidance or anything.
It has been an interesting meeting you, which is honestly not something we expected on our adventure to this island, but I do appreciate all the knowledge and the conversation we've been having, and I think we as a group may venture up the volcano to see if we may be able to speak with this god.
Excellent, yeah. Do you need a guide? I'm more than willing to, or one of the others, I'm sure would be happy to.
Yeah.
It's just a volcano, right?
If there's one thing you could tell us about this island that you would tell anyone, what is it?
That is the dwelling place of Asphodel.
Easy question.
Easy answer.
Well, I mean, is the path hard to navigate, or is it more or less just go up the mountain?
I mean, obviously there are different. This is as is a nexus of elemental powers. It is a dangerous island, and you do beware of the methods. But
Methods?
The what?
methods.
That'd be a different island.
No, this isn't Ohio. This is
The island of Ohio. This god,
Yeah, I mean,
or this god to be.
I mean, if you would be willing to guide us, I think that could be helpful.
Yeah.
I would love
Having-
to.
Yeah.
Who knows the ropes?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys make your way up the path towards this volcano, and again, it starts in this sort of luscious tropical terrain, and quickly you push on, and you begin to find yourself in sort of a barren, sort of scraggly, sort of like scree of sort of broken rock and broken sort of obsidian and basalt, sort of dark igneous rock. There you find pumice and sort of, and then all of a sudden it goes from that to sort of this beautiful field of just pure obsidian, like this like beautiful sort of like sheet of obsidian, almost like an ice rink, sort of extending up and down this mountain. To then you eventually get to these streams of sort of boiling magma that come down. And there's sort of you see sort of salamanders and fire methods in this boiling magma as you sort of begin to follow this slow sort of trail over these streams of lava and up the volcano until you reach sort of this small sort of point. That's sort of the last sort of remaining place, and the sweltering heat sort of emanates off the scalding sort of molten rock. And there you see sort of a shrine, sort of just a simple sort of golden altar, and sort of behind it is a doorway.
As we're walking up, I don't know if I could do this with an insight check. But can I check to see if she, or is this Yara?
Jet.
Or this is Yara.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
I see if she is under the influence of magical means.
yeah, make an Arcana check.
That's a 9.
9. Is that 9 plus or just 9?
A straight 9.
Straight 9. All right. Yeah. It's unclear. You can't tell.
Okay.
Right. So you can make your way up towards this sort of altar, and as you sort of reach it, you see that this doorway behind the altar, it sort of shimmers a little bit, like there's some sort of like a mirage. For an instant. So the story sort of shimmers like mirage for an instant, and as Yark sort of goes up to and says, "Oh, great Asphodel, I bring to you travelers from a distant land who wish to commune with you and know of your power." So she sort of kneels down, and then as she sort of explaining this, you can just see sort of this form sort of appear in sort of the doorway.
Sacrificing us.
Yes.
I mean, do we do it as a group?
And so
Times were.
I
Sure.
assume.
as you're sort of staring into this, you sort of see this picture of sort of this tall, again, almost like a solar or some sort of like tall being that is just sort of has skin of sort of pure gold and sort of hair of pure gold. His body is sort of overlay with sort of muscle. He sort of appears in the screen. He says, "Come, child. What now? Come. I hear of new acolytes. Come, show yourself to me. Do not be shy. Come forward. Bask in the light of Asphodel."
I guess we got
All right.
all stuff.
Yep.
What we doing one at a time?
All right. So you guys sort of step forward.
Yep.
Tell me your names and what you require.
My name is William. I just require just understand your desires and your if there's any
Sorry, your desires and what?
your desires and if there's anything I can do for you.
All right. Come, William. You, by chance, you have some sort of magical aura around you.
In a negative way?
No, I feel like you have some inherent magical abilities.
Well, yeah, I can I am native to the not Lotus. Am I Lotus Den? Yeah,
Yeah, you're
native to the Lotus.
I don't know if I've ever met someone from the Lotus Den before.
I am one.
Pleasure to meet you, William. Come forth. Tell me more.
My name's Erdak.
Hello, Erdak. What do you seek?
The mysteries of this island. It just drew us with its unique properties, and we wanted to learn more about what's caused it and just any knowledge we can glean from it.
Jack, I sense in you some dark past.
Yes. Yes, I've had a could say. I don't like to talk about it much.
Well, there is healing on Rumblecusp.
Mm.
You've come to the right place.
Thank you.
Come forth next. Who's next?
My name is Jade.
Jade, why do you disguise your true form?
That is for me to know.
Interesting. Tell me more. Why are you here with your fellow travelers?
Seek knowledge of higher powers, to seek knowledge of these places that are anomalies in this world. There seems to be a lot of interesting things here, as we've spoken to some of the Genasi down in a godlike creature who's trying to ascend. And I always wondered, I mean, the knowledge can be gained from speaking to such a power is incredible.
Of course. Yes. And should I ascend, I will be beneficent to all those who helped me along my way.
Well, that is big.
Come forth, the last two.
I'm Girthing.
Hello, Griffin.
So I guess you want to know why we're here, or what I'm here for.
Yes, what are you seeking?
I guess like mostly maybe just like strength, probably.
Like physical strength?
Things
Phy-
are
Physical strength or power?
Physical strength's really good. Sometimes that physical strength gets you like power as well, but that's just kind of my whole life.
Well, I am Asphodel. I was once like you. I was once immortal.
You
now
were from
I've found the secrets of the cosmos, these wonderful ways, and I am seeking. What?
No, go ahead, Astro.
I am sort of seeking a way to thwart death. The gods are capricious and cruel, and they deny mankind the right, which is to live forever. And I wish to be the first of many to live forever, to overturn the natural order of things and to bring about a world where we are no longer playthings of the gods, but we are gods ourselves.
I think there can be beauty in death. It means that you get to appreciate the time that you had with someone or with things, but
also,
so you appreciate it more because you know it's not going to last.
If you do get strong enough, like death is a physical thing. Like you can just punch it when it comes.
William, have you ever lost somebody dear to you?
Me?
Yeah.
I got to think now.
Roll a dice. Odd or even?
Odd or even? Even would be.
Nope.
No.
People that were dear to them. So is that the same thing?
Sorry, I missed all that after you have the dice roll. It was the
I
answer
said
no?
no, but No, but I have caused very many people to lose people that were dear to them. But, like,
Um, I have lost people who are dear to me, and I would have done anything to get them back. I just wish to take away the fear of death and to take away the fear of death and to bring about a life where we don't need to people don't grow sick and grow old, but people instead can live forever.
So you seek to conquer death not just for yourself, but for everyone.
Of course. What sort of God would I be if I was only seeking my own benefit?
Gonna be so many people on this earth that you have no space to do anything else. If no one can die.
Well, perhaps that's
future.
a very
Yeah.
temporary way of thinking about it. You know, who's to say that we couldn't find other lands beyond the sea? Marquette or
Dimensions or planes.
yeah.
For once said, who wants to live forever? The world has only one sweet moment set aside for us. And I think we need to take it in, but I do understand your desires for that, Asphodel. May I ask who were you before this ascension?
I will not hide the truth from you. I was once a petty street urchin, growing up on the streets of Nicodranus. A nothing, a tattered foundling, an orphan.
Interesting.
When I was sort of shipwrecked and I washed ashore on this island. Although this island did not give me some of my natural abilities, it imbued me with strength from these many dimensions. And it has allowed me to grow in power as I prepare for my ascension to godhood.
That's a tragic tale. I mean, yeah, it sounds somewhat like a dream I once had.
So I do have like if like nobody dies, does that mean like the fighting and stuff stops, or does that just mean we get to fight people forever now? Because like
Whatever you choose, Girthing. What path you choose.
the eternal fighting with people, but everyone walks away at the end.
Nice.
Does that mean that there's still
Does
pain?
this mean that you just like what if you got your head chopped off?
Is your
It
head
wouldn't
still
happen.
living?
It wouldn't
Or does
happen.
it just like break whatever chops your head off?
There you go. Now you're thinking.
Guys, I think you're
I think our mortal intellects
thinking
are
way
having
too
Little,
literally about this. I
we
think
might be.
correct me if I'm wrong, Asphodel, but I think living forever means no death from age, no death from illness, but death is still a part of this world regardless from, I think, if that would be my assumption.
As all I can say is that you know whether or not what I'll say is that I'm offering the path that I myself am taking. I'm offering the path to true immortality. I don't wish to be killed. by
Yeah,
a lucky bow shot or by a falling tree. But I wish to have godlike power. And of course, uh, I need to be served. Of course, as the first, I need to be honored. But those who come after will have their place as well, a lesser place, but a place all the same.
Aspiring god, but what is this process to achieving godhood? Like how does one even begin to attempt such a thing?
Well, first you have to take and so you see first you have to take my symbol that I might be able to grant you some of my power. And you sort of look down the altar, and there is sort of a brand lying on the altar that's sort of like glowing with sort of this reddish heat.
I'm taking all the symbols this week.
Yeah. Like don't have to on your skin though. Yeah.
I see.
What would you say, Asphodel, if we choose to walk away from this without?
Sorry, without what?
What would you say if we choose to walk away from this and choose to leave without worshiping you and following you? And
Well, unfortunately, if you're not for us, you're against us.
what do you do to those who are, as you are aware, this world has many gods, and many people worship many different gods.
I wish to remove the illusion of free will.
Hmm.
And again,
So
I'll offer the bounty of life, the endless plethora of pleasures. But unfortunately, that means that the illusion of free will must be banished.
Hmm.
And you see the story begins to swirl ever so slightly. And so this figure, sort of like with a golden like solar, begins to shift ever so slightly. He begins to sort of take this sort of darker features. You see his eyes shift a little bit. His hair sort of darkens. His skin sort of starts to lose its golden sheen a little bit.
let me get this straight. You're saying free will doesn't exist at this moment.
Of course not. We are just playthings of the gods. We are just pawns.
So if we don't have a choice, how can you punish those who choose incorrectly?
It's not punishment. It's not. They chose incorrectly. It's that if you are not for us, you are against us. We are attempting to achieve an end, and the ends justify the means.
But if they don't have the choice, then how can they be against you?
Well, see, they are. It's not that they are choosing to be against. It's that they are choosing to be against us. It's that they are standing in our way, and we need to achieve this goal. You're either for us or you're against us.
It seems as if your end goal is assimilation of everybody. And that is not something that sits well with most people, and I am included in that.
Again, this feature now begins to take on sort of a darker sheen, sort of this this golden solar now sort of shifts. His eyes are sort of slanted red. You sort of see like these like feigned sort of faces. Sort of his hair sort of shifts into a night black. Now he looks like some sort of dark sort of dark lord. He says,
The This is not true godhood. You will never become a god with the ways that you speak. Worshipping comes from free will, their own free will. We know you, Anichthus.
You know not what you do. I am not someone to be trifled with.
Hmm. As I said, you will never enlighten to become godhood. A sins.
And I know who you are, Angvor Trut.
You might, but you do not know of our powers.
Stand against me at your own risk. You have seen what I have done. You've seen what I can do. Power at my disposal. Stand against me at your own peril. I have the ability to control many. I can go places you cannot go. I control people. I can control people you cannot control. You don't stand a chance against me. None of you do.
Individually or
That attitude, that is what is going to be your downfall.
maybe not us. Maybe not the next adventuring group to run across your path.
Someone.
But maybe.
But he truly stands with you, Anichthus. There is no true followers you have. You have forced control, but that is easily broken. And then you will be left alone. All alone. As you always have been.
But now it's sort of it shifts now from sort of like this dark sort of like Death Rider sort of face to now sort of this a changeling, an actual sort of pale faced sort of back to sort of like a pale faced sort of like almost like think a little bit like Voldemort, so like a snake person sort of face. He's sort of wearing sort of like this like brown sort of linen garment, and he sort of looks at you and says, "You may know who I am. That does not mean that you can defeat me. You may have been able to defeat Raishan. You may have been able to free the Tritons. You may have been able to stop Xylene.
Defeated much. You were nothing and to stand in our way. Your hold on this world will not last. We will be your downfall.
Yara, dispose of them."
Aura.
The sort of, and then sort of the doorway sort of shimmers and sort of disappears. I'm sorry, but
Taking care of himself.
Does that mean Anichthus then leaves?
yeah. So
basically?
it says basically what roll an Arcana check for me real quick if you don't mind.
Things that I'm decent at.
No, I am too.
21.
21. All right, yeah. So you gather that this is something like a scrying spell. So basically what he's doing is he's sort of sending his image to this island.
Yeah.
And so by sort of disrupting it, then the sort of like the video call stops basically. And so
Gotcha.
as you look over, you see Yara sort of generates two sort of balls of fire, and she says, "I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to die now."
I'm gonna, if I have the ability, I'm gonna cast a spell magic on her.
Okay, what level?
6th.
6? All right. Let me look at what the spell
Like,
is.
see Nix's cat walk through the background. Like
Nick's kids come up and like pull on his shirt. Stop! I'm trying to intimidate these adventurers right now. Stop! Later.
No,
I'm trying to my stuff.
when daddy's working, can't come through the door.
Um, you
I'm
are
specifically targeting for control, dominate person or whatever.
yeah. So roll a roll. You're gonna need a roll for it, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see.
she won't care. Maybe she's fully into it. Doesn't need domination spell.
Yeah, maybe she's with it by choice.
Uh,
Just waste that spell slot.
She wants to live forever.
Yeah, yeah. You would get a lot of people.
17.
17. That is a success.
Nice.
It says you sort of cast spell magic. Sort of you sort of see Yara sort of this dark fire just sort of during these balls of fire. Sort of these balls of flaming fire, and you sort of cast on her. You sort of see like this like cloudiness that was in her bright fiery red eyes sort of dissipate. She sort of, who are you? What?
Breathe the free air again, my friend.
Where am I?
It's the 14th of May.
Where am I? Who are you? What's going on?
This is kind of awkward.
You've just been freed from a spell that you were under.
There's a being going around dominating people, creatures, whatever he can. We're adventurers, attempting to yes, but
Save the world.
save the world.
Yeah.
It's kind of our thing.
Wow.
You might have heard of us.
I might have. What do you call yourselves?
Dominated.
What do you call yourselves?
You tell her now, right?
I guess now, we're the House of the Fellowship of the Chili Sad. You might have heard of us. That's actually now part of her title.
I'm afraid I haven't heard of you before. But if yeah, thank you. If thank you for freeing me.
But if we say it again, then you will have heard of us. We're the House of the Fellowship of the Chili Sad. You may have heard of us, but so now you can say yes, you have heard of us
From 2 seconds
from
ago.
2 seconds ago.
I've
Don't no, Yara. It's we don't listen to him. It's like,
Yeah, whatever I was doing before.
you're about to destroy us from the spell that you were under, and we have dispelled you from that at the moment. But it seems as if the whole village you were in is probably under that same spell from the one who's called Asphodel. Does that name ring a bell for you?
yes. Yeah. There was an individual came here and called himself Asphodel, and said he was looking to free us from death. Something about
Yeah.
it's all a little cloudy, but like wanting to bring about utopia, heaven on earth. But he needed to
Yes.
destroy the gods, something like that.
That is his draw. That's how he gets people in. It is false promises, all false promises. He wants to rule the world. He wants, as he says, and others who do not, he destroys. It is our mission at the moment to find him and take him out.
Do you know where he is at the moment?
We do not. That's why we came here, because we had heard that this was a place where this island was a place where he would come by. This is a very powerful island that has connections to multiple different planes of a very already fairly powerful being. Seems to have power here. Are you saying he was physically here at one point?
Oh yes, he arrived on the shores here in a boat.
You remember what day? I'm just curious more than anything, really. You don't have to.
Yeah, I mean she says something, so a rough date. Probably around
Huh.
probably
You know roughly how long ago it was?
yeah, it's probably around 4 years ago.
Oh, wow.
But she doesn't quite remember what was on when she was under. She doesn't quite remember that time.
Yeah, I mean, so same with sort of Xylene and Inara. Sort of when they're under the spell of Inicthus, it seems like there is no recollection of that time.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like there is his control.
So do you from back when you can remember, were you already living on this island in a village?
Yes, this village is the home of many those who have an association with the elemental planes, and as well as it's a place where people from the elemental planes will sometimes interact with the material world.
I'm not seeing him still pretend to be under his control.
Although they did okay with us. Well, you were one of the people we met, I guess.
Yeah.
So we don't. And Jet seemed okay to just send us up here.
They want more worshippers of Asphodel, I think, and that is their reasoning to allow, because they know Asphodel will slay whoever denies him.
Can you, like, did you do magic before?
Yes, I'm a sorcerer.
I just was curious because he said he could give us stuff, so I was wondering if he was giving you magic or if you had that before he came.
I feel different, but
You're a few years older, so
well, I
Sorry.
feel like I can do. It's not like I have like back pain now. It's like I feel like I.
you're just tired forever now.
Yeah.
You're-
It's that I feel like I could do things that I like like the muscle memories there of things that I don't think I could do before.
The body's a funny thing that way. Yeah, if you've been doing things for 4 years under control and cannot remember it, it seems that those things will point.
Why don't you try it?
Is there
Sort of.
anything that we could like do to like maybe trigger or something? Your permission only.
Let
Never
me,
dying.
let me try something. And so she'll sort of
Kitchen boxes motion. Like the assembly line.
Don't. I'm sure what this is.
Other than the hours of assembly line time. Assembling boxes.
Mining those chardons.
Yep. You can just swing an axe now.
Yeah.
Forever.
and so she'll cast Draconic Transformation.
Oh,
And she will sort of gain so she'll morph from sort of this fire genasi into sort of like a like almost a fire genasi sort of red dragon hybrid. So she'll sort of her face sort of like sprout sort of scales will sort of scales will sort of cover her face. She'll sort of bellow fire out of her mouth. Sort of these wings will sort of sprout from her back. She'll say,
Oh,
I don't think I could do this before.
that's
pretty cool.
I mean, shouldn't show off on people that learn how to do these things.
That's pretty
Pretty cool.
Are there certain
What's your name? If by the way,
Was it Yara?
Yeah, I'm Yara.
is Yara?
So he's not giving people fake names. That's too much work for him.
do you know if there's certain places on the island that like give off power that he could be drawing from?
Like the dark place.
I mean, yeah, he could be drawing. He could be drawing power from the dark place.
There's any way we could somehow go to those places and like
Like sort of interfere with his. I mean,
with yeah.
there may be some sort of focus there. I mean, again, unfortunately, I was under his sway, and I don't remember anything.
I just didn't
but-
know if you remembered like the locations on the island that have the special powers or.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, here is one of them. This is sort of the focal point of the elemental plane of fire.
Are we like I much if I like threw that altar like into the volcano? Will that be revealing her hand too much?
As far as with the town folk.
Yeah. I mean, it could also be like made out of rock right into the, I don't know.
I'm wondering. I know we don't have the time for this for all of them, but I'm wondering: is there anyone in the town's curse with this hold over others?
You mean if like we went and
If
freed
I
them?
freed them, would you be able to do like a chain reaction of
Do you have like a leader of the town? Like
I think Mordecai. He's a Air Genasi. He's like some sort of priest. He might be able to break the spell.
perhaps we can go and try to inconspicuously get to him and
Release his spell, yeah.
release him, and maybe then he would be able to help release the rest of the.
Yeah.
yeah?
'Cause there's like two ways we can leave this site. Either-
Everyone dead.
Well,
No.
or
Or
like if we make it look like maybe we died up here, the Nixus left more or less.
Yeah.
It's true.
yes.
Maybe we just dispute.
Go find a
Go
cat
find
in the
some
jungle or something,
Yeah,
and
just pigs.
I'm no longer attuned to my ring. Otherwise, I would just say cut off, cut off arms,
Cut off an arm and
arms,
grow it back in an hour or 8 hours, whatever.
cut off a leg.
yeah,
Because
that's
like
true. We could.
if I like threw this try to throw this altar into the volcano, then like people will know that like, and Anixis kind of knows, right? Like we
Right.
talked to him and he just assumed that like you would kill us.
You know,
He should say in his confidence in your abilities, like maybe
Or his confidence in us not being.
she's like level 20. No.
What?
No.
It's all supposed to be just sees us right now.
it's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I would assume that if that's like their holy shrine where they go and worship, even if she did kill us, she would have then cleaned it up, so he wouldn't
That's true.
be expecting
But
to
you-
find.
But you've cleaned blood.
I mean, I'm sure we wouldn't have been the first people to die up there, and we didn't
That's
go
true.
up there and see a bloodbath or anything.
didn't look.
I'll look around for a blood
Make an
bath.
investigation check.
Investigation.
Mm.
Because you're the cleric, you should know about blood trolls.
Investigation is a flat 13.
13. So as you look around, you find some small traces of sort of some dark something near the altar, but you don't find a bunch of evidence of sort of like a massacre. Like this isn't like
Yeah, I don't think they would be suspicious to find it not bloody.
What if he just expected we'd get thrown off into the volcano?
Yeah,
That's true too. Like I said, we could put fire marks, but there'd probably be fire marks everywhere, so.
yeah. I think it would be fine.
I don't think we're gonna be able to fool him.
I think the best thing to do is
It would be
to
pretty funny though.
Give him a heart attack.
We did fool him.
I think we're supposed to be.
Live forever.
all the stress of trying to ascend to godhood.
that's why he's trying to be immortal.
Because he.
Combat his high blood pressure.
Dreadful. Got a ticking time bomb.
I think it's 34.
I think we should just go back down to the town and like she's still
I mean, that's a lot to ask.
That's
we can I mean
Get to more.
it's not like when we went there the first time they all
Yeah.
really asked us much about anything. And
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so-
if they're like, "Hey Yara, you got those things that we needed you to get," and she's like, "What things did you need me to get?" And they're like, "You remember because we told you this, blah blah blah." And she's like, "I don't remember the last 4 years."
I
No,
didn't
it'll
really
be-
tell her to do anything though, it seems, or
Oh,
for this one
package
trip.
boxes.
yeah, they seemed like they were all the two.
I mean,
out of
that
four.
does make sense that he would like if he's worried about high blood pressure that like he would just make them all chill out.
doesn't want them dying too soon.
I say we just go back down to the town. That would be my vote, anyways, and try to get to the
Get more, find Mordecai.
Find Mordecai.
yeah,
Shouldn't be too hard,
Break 'em out.
realistically.
because she should know where he is because the
Oh, yeah.
town existed before, and it's
Yeah.
not like
Yes.
so.
Could you lead us to Mordecai?
Of course, of course. Of course, yeah.
Or you
So she begins to lead you back down this trail, sort of through sort of the pumice sort of fields, the fields of sort of volcanic ash, sort of past sort of the beautiful sort of obsidian sort of hillside, and down sort of out of the elemental plane of fire region into sort of this luscious canopy of trees again. You can just sort of make your way through. As you make your way into the as you guys make your way into the rainforest, can you make a group perception check for me?
perceive things. Oh my gosh.
Ah.
Like somebody rolled okay.
What does okay mean?
Above a 2?
No. Yeah, I rolled okay then.
All right, what'd you roll? Your thing?
A 2.
Oh, nice. Erdak, what'd you roll?
16.
16. All right, what'd you roll? Aim for?
Fifteen.
All right, what'd you roll?
A 30.
Hey, perfectly average.
He's at 30.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's what I.
alright. All right. As you're sort of making your way down, sort of out of the yeah, sort of off the cliffside, you sort of see this but at first looks like sort of a yeah, at first it was sort of just a small sort of speck of light sort of on the edge of your field of vision, and sort of begins to hover around, sort of move around. As you guys sort of begin to make your way down, you see there's a small fairy sort of that appears. Girthing continues to charge down the hillside, but the rest the rest of you guys see sort of the small fairy sort of appear.
You didn't even think about we live forever where we even have bacon. I didn't ask him if it went to animals.
There's
Hello, travelers. Hello.
Now Will wishes he rolled a 2.
Stop before you enter the city of foe. They're
Harder
under the sway of a dark god. Halt! Halt, travelers! Beware the city of O.
Well, yeah, we know.
Thanks for warning us.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Piffed. Piffed.
Piffed.
The magic fairy.
Piffed. I'm leader of the clan of fairies on this island.
What else do you know about this island, Pipped?
I know much about this island. It is the nexus of different elemental planes.
We're
Yeah,
two
we
for
see
two.
that.
Do you have a clan here or
Yes, my clan of fairies lives here.
Can fairies fight?
are you able to help clear or dispel dominations on people?
I can, yes.
You can?
Oh,
Cool.
you didn't think to do that before if you knew they were being mind controlled?
We would use fairies to interfere.
We tried to interfere, but of course, we tried to save the village people, but they killed many of us. And so
wow.
we've been waiting for others to help purge us of this powerful scourge.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I think you have found your
Yeah, we
help.
seem to be on the same side of this conflict here.
Excellent. What do you guys? What's your clan name?
Every time someone asks what their name is, we all look around like, who really wants to say it?
AR, still in the name.
Well, let's see.
The House of the
The
Fellowship
House-
of the Chili Sad.
Yes,
You may have heard of us.
you may have heard of us.
Oh, my clan name is the clan of my clan name is the clan of joy and happiness and light and sparkles.
We got a little hiccup, so like right before you said the clan name,
The clan of
and then it just like it caught up, so it just sped right through it. It still plays with whatever you say, just
But
like
it speeds it up.
It speeds it up to match real time.
You're the clan of
Could you repeat your name again? I missed
Oh.
it.
We are the clan of joy and happiness and sparkles and light.
Oh,
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, make an insight check.
They're from the dark energy then.
There's the two. That's a 13.
13. It's hard. Pips is hard to read.
Do you all live in the light section of the island?
We live in the light set. Yes, the positive
Oh.
energy section of the island. Yes,
Wow.
I bet you all love it there.
it's a very delightful place.
Well, had you all come up with any plan for how you plan to free the villagers of this curse? Or
Nope, hadn't thought of that.
Would you like to help us?
We're going after the leader
We're,
to
Okay.
free him.
we're gonna go free one of them, and hopefully they can start freeing themselves. Hopefully.
That's a fantastic plan. I wish I had thought of that.
You know, like pick someone up by the bootstraps, like something like that.
How do you free someone?
You say a few words and wave your hands like this.
Oh, you
Sounds
don't need
like-
to go to like the focal points.
The what?
The focal points.
The focal
Does that
points.
help enhance
The
magical ability?
anchors. The anchors.
The anchors of the island?
Yes, the anchors of the island.
Do they help focus magical abilities?
Yes.
Hmm.
Maybe we could do
Could
a
we
big one.
perhaps use well to have it cover the entire island, or at least an entire city?
Yeah, section.
That's a fantastic idea. I wish I thought of it.
You know, Piff, it seems you almost did. Well, do you know where the
Focal
closest
point?
focal point is that could be potentially useful for this?
Yes, there's one in the positive energy section.
Positive energy. Oh,
Yeah, we'd be happy to follow you.
All right. As soon as you guys begin to sort of follow this very happy sort of mode of light through sort of the forest, you then be in this section of the island that is almost sort of a has like a dreamlike quality to it. It's sort of like covered in sort of this almost tangible light. You sort of see like these what are light methods or these like sort of these images of these beasts of almost pure plasma. They're sort of this and you see these different sort of magical sort of fey-like creatures sort of moving through, and Piff leads you to this what is sort of a simple sort of like almost it's like a sort of a round sort of sphere that sort of extends up from the ground, and you see it sort of humming with light.
is this the focal point?
This is the anchor.
Ooh, I look around and then I guess I'll walk up to it slowly.
All right. Sort of hums with energy. You can feel its power and its presence as you sort of approach it.
Before you do anything there, can I try rolling perception on this Piff?
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
Or what is it? Is it insight?
Insight's the Greek character, basically.
Yeah, so you can roll an Arcana check on this probably.
One pift or
Oh, are you rolling on Piff or you're rolling it on the
Yeah, on
device?
Piff.
Oh yeah, roll an insight check, yeah.
21.
21. All right. So as you sort of staring at Piff, you sort of see this sort of weird sort of flash of sort of like this like micro expression sort of flash across Piff's face. Sort of this dark, sort of evil look appears on this fairy's sort of eyes.
Hmm. I'll motion Will over.
Yeah.
Like I had a great feeling about this guy. He's
really? I think anything off
Yeah.
of him.
I was just watching him and he just kind of flashed this really, I don't know, I don't have a great feeling about going through with this. I'm not sure what he's trying to do, but I don't know.
He seems so positive and uplifting.
How could he be that?
Yeah, there's no way.
I don't know. It could just be he just had a little break there
Yeah.
or something. I don't know, but he just
Can I? I'm not good at arcane. I kind of want to determine what this.
Sorry, what'd you say, Asher?
I kind of want to determine, or I'm not good at arcana, but I kind of want to see what this. If I can figure out anything about this,
You ever detect magic?
this focus.
well, it's
I
definitely gonna be magical, right? Or is elemental and magical different?
I don't have detect magic.
Well, it would
Well,
tell
that's
like
a double.
if it's actually like
What type of magic?
If it's like a necrotic.
Oh, you know, I do have detect magic. It's because it doesn't show up in other profile.
Okay.
Cast of detect magic.
All right, so you're casting detect magic.
Yeah.
You get amplified, you see everything. Well, that was their one chance.
Okay, so
Or at least to help with your stuff, your arcane check.
Yeah.
1 second while I look at which school this is. So as you sort of yes. So as you sort
That's
of
fair.
yeah, as you
What is
sort of
yarrow?
look cast detect magic and you look at this focal point, you see that it sort of hums with a divination energy.
Divination. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we should ask Yara. She's lived on the island.
Can
Maybe
I-
she knows about
yeah.
the fairies.
Can I see anything on this ferry?
Oh yeah. So yeah. So. 1 second. Yeah, as you look at sort of the ferry, you see that a sorry, 1 second. That you see that there's sort of a enchantment spell is sort of there's an enchantment magic coming off of this ferry.
Would that be like dominate person?
Is it
that
mind
It could be
controlled?
dominate. Could be mind controlled.
I don't know that. I mean, Gerthing doesn't know anything about that. But
What?
Is Yara still along with us?
Yeah, she's followed along.
I'll ask her like out of earshot of the fairy. At least that's my intention.
Mhm.
What she knows of the fairies, if they're
Can-
to be trusted.
good and we can trust them, or what if you'd ever run across them before.
They're basically beings of pure positive energy. So they're they're considered beings of pure positive energy. So they're considered sort of they're almost good. Happy to help the outsiders. This is
So if one of them would have flashed a expression of, evil for a moment, it would have definitely indicated something out of character happening.
I would agree with that assessment.
this is I'll just go and do it.
Do it.
So this is what it looks like. Fifth, I'm gonna do this over the whole island. And I will target fifth. Seventh level.
roll. This is
I'm doing
seventh level. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So it automatically dispels and just like, ah, this sucks. Why am I here? What's going on? Who are you? Why are you here? Get out!
Are you still piffed?
Yeah, I'm so piffed. Who are you?
Are you?
The fairy, commonly known as Pip.
You let us here.
Why were you here? I don't want anyone here.
So happy to see us not too long ago.
I'm not happy to see you now.
Love positive vibes.
You're a happy, joyful clan.
The clan of joy, happiness, sparkles, and light.
I've never heard of that clan before.
All right, that's what I was thinking.
You were gonna help us save everybody.
Who?
Oh, we did you a favor.
You did me a favor.
Yeah.
What type of favor?
When you finally die one day, remember we did you a favor.
We fairies don't even live that long.
We
We freed you
We-
from.
You were dominated. You were controlled by Asphodel.
Asphodel.
Aspirin.
Aspirin.
I don't know anything about an asphodel or an aspirin.
Oh,
You may know him by Anixis.
maybe he just did a mass mind control on the
I
I
whole
don't know
island.
about this.
No.
He probably did some kind of mass mind control on the whole
Yeah,
island,
'cause
and
How many of these?
some of
can
them
you
probably
do?
never even.
Not
Contacted him.
300 in that day.
Well,
You're also not a god.
He's also
now that you're free and have
free will.
your free will back,
You can actually thank Will for your free will.
it's true.
Will.
What we were attempting to do was to use the anchor here of the island to cast a mass spell to free the minds of everyone on the island. Do you know how we would be able to?
Yeah.
I have an idea, but why should I trust you?
We just did you a favor by freeing
Oh, I don't know if you did me a favor. My head hurts.
Well, you probably don't remember the last 4 years.
Maybe do you recognize Yara here?
Yeah. Maybe
No,
have-
who's she? Why is she here?
You've just been mind controlled.
Yeah, how old are you, Pith?
17.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
So you're
you
probably
are-
21.
Crap. I'm about to die.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Hmm.
I need to make a will. I don't even have life insurance.
There's many things in those 4 years, probably.
You,
You
probably
can't-
have, you probably have great grandkids now.
But you
Wait, what?
Do you feel like any strange powers within you or
can
anything?
you like shoot fire out of your mouth?
No.
Now? Couldn't do before.
You have any
I mean, have you tried?
body muscle memory?
Ah!
Let's see.
Ah!
All right. What do you
It might be
try?
something else.
Right. One second. I'll be right back.
How do we convince him?
So
I can't
if
believe
you
I rolled
cast
a
the
2 on that.
spell in that node, there's a chance, I guess, it would dispel literally everything on the island. Or had a
I can
chance to
target
dispel.
things.
Oh,
I can
Spelled the entire city.
yeah, but that's like you casting it on an item, not like you casting it into a giant thing and amplifying.
That's
it.
true. That is true.
I mean, he was able to focus it because you casted it into that and targeted Pift, or did you just target?
No, he
I
just
targeted
targeted,
him.
Just targeted.
Just
targeted
targeted
him directly.
Yeah.
Okay, amplify it.
Amplify.
Let me go hide
Wait.
all my magical items. real
Yeah.
quick, and then
That's what I was thinking. Like, I have a lot of magic on it.
Alright, grab everything. Take it to the ship.
I went to bed and now I feel pain. I don't know where this came from.
it's from
Old age.
4 years of aging, I'm afraid.
You're also probably,
Ah!
Does it to all of us.
go like go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Get random aches.
It's okay though.
When you sleep. You probably wake up with bad neck pains.
Why do I have mail from ARP?
What?
It's
Why
something
do
about
I
it.
have...
Oh, hey. I mean, the senior discounts can be pretty good. So
AARF.
Why do I feel this urge to go to the Denny's early bird special?
you got
Just walk around your complex for the rest of your
Also-
life.
there's a very good chance, Tiff, that when you go back to the people you know, that they won't be the people you know right now.
Yeah.
Yay!
All
I
of
didn't
your
like them anyway.
Are you sure you're from the light part of the island?
I'm being a pure positive energy, can't you tell?
Only from 8 to 5. Oh, great.
I wish we could
Puffing cigarettes.
convince you somehow, but I don't know how to get it through to you.
I mean, you might find out pretty soon that, you know, if you ever do go back to your clan, you know, people there might talk about ask for them sacrifice this week, or like, you know, did you take the goat to the volcano, that type of stuff. And yeah, so you know, they might just talk about things they probably didn't talk about before, at least until maybe they get fixed.
Yeah. And when that happens, you just come find us again, and
And then you'll see.
we'll
Do you know what this thing is, by the way? This
The anchor?
globe
The anchor?
anchor. Yeah, the anchor.
This is the origin point where the material plane, sort of meshes with the elemental plane, positive energy.
I'm not gonna do this, but what would happen if someone cast dispel magic on there?
I don't know. It would maybe it wouldn't dispel the nexus. It might diffuse the spell, though. There'd be no
I
way to
wonder what-
focus it.
I'm wondering why you under mind control would have brought us here to this point.
Maybe
Yeah.
the Nexus doesn't like positive vibes.
When you were mind controlled, you had told us that we could come here and cast dispel magic into the orb, and it would be able to free the minds of all the people on the island.
I don't think it would be that precise.
It's every
I just cast spell magic on everything.
So you can't use it to focus on specific. It's a good thing I did not do that.
Yep.
Yeah, it would have been.
Well, I
Well,
guess we can go back and try our original plan.
try to find this
Mordecai.
Mordecai.
Mordicatious.
When you make it back to your clan and you find them all under a spell, and they find us again, and because that is our quest that we're on.
Scram!
Delete them.
All right. It was nice to meet you, at least while you were mind controlled. It was.
Get lost, losers!
The chili sad, not the losers.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
So I guess we'll just try to
Yeah. Go
find our
find
way
Mordecai.
back to where we were and
Easy enough to
get
do.
back to the city.
Easy enough to make your way back to sort of the main path. Sort of leads back to the city of Vale. And as you guys sort of arrive sort of on the main path, you sort of see sort of the clearing of the village in the distance, not too far away. So what you guys doing is you're sort of waiting. As you're approaching the village, what are you guys sort of doing to?
Yara, is he normally in the middle, or it might be best to like go in
Yeah,
after dark, maybe?
his house is sort of that large one in the middle of the clearing there.
I mean, or we could also just try to waltz back in, but depends on how much,
We could say we're new followers and
depending on how much the Nixus talks to his people.
I'd say it's better to just
We
not
could lay
talk to
low.
people as much as they're gonna probably want to talk to us about it, and we're not
Yeah.
gonna know.
Yeah.
let's lay low for the night and see if we can sneak in
Yeah,
afterwards.
try to scout it out, see if they have any town watch of any kind or anything that's gonna.
I mean, I think Yara could tell us if they do.
Yeah, true.
Well, they may have changed
At least
how they do.
Yeah,
stuff.
they might have.
True.
It's been 4 years.
When I was last I can remember, there was no town watch because there's no crime here.
Well, do we want to kind of stay up here and scope it out for
nightfall.
a while, and then
We can do that.
Although there's a lot of tieflings and they can see in the dark just as well, right?
To an extent, yeah.
But they can't see ARs.
going in at night may just raise suspicions too. Either way, they're probably gonna want to talk to us about what happened up there.
That's true. That might be awkward.
Just gonna go directly to Mordecai whenever we get there.
Or Yara could be like, Asphodel said, they must meet Mordecai right away.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then we're just, you can just pretend through
Now they're straight there.
and then we'll just go straight in,
Yeah, we could do that.
We
and,
went up to the mountain, now we're coming back.
not necessarily intentionally trying to tell
Right.
anyone that, but if anyone tries to confront us, we could just say that.
For some reason, I need to bring
What?
With
start carving. I was just joking about bringing back stone tablets.
No.
From the-
we spoke to God.
He said, "Thou art all fools." That's commandment 1.
Thou shalt have no god named Asphodel.
Yeah. That was number 2. Really weird coming from him, but that was number 2.
For a bit, and then
Yeah. Hey,
Try to-
right on in.
try to go in. If anybody confronts us, just say that
We're gonna go
Asphodel told us to go speak to Mordecai
Right away.
right away.
straight- No others.
Yep,
Urgent.
Urgent
urgent.
matters.
Yeah.
We could do that.
All right.
Sounds
so,
good.
You with that, Yara?
so as you guys are sort of out on the outskirts of the city, sort of watching, waiting, seeing what's going to happen. All of a sudden, there's this sort of this explosion of magic. And you sort of see this giant sort of like this like web of sort of teleportation circle sort of appears over the web in the center of Vo, and all of a sudden you see a sort of a large Inicthus in his true form, flanked by 2 large Balors.
Battle what?
Balors
Balors. Okay.
arrive in the center of the city, the village.
Oh,
Nice.
I guess we're too late.
Or just in time. Although it might be hard if he turns the whole city on us.
I could just. Oh, that.
About
Now we should go dispel everything.
Yeah.
And then we go fight him. Although you might be able to get away still. Does dispelling people, I guess they could still cast magic.
Yeah. We could.
So he would just teleport right back out.
Well, that's
Probably not the best time to try to go in there inconspicuously at the moment.
That's not what we wanted to see. I think.
You could go cast Banish.
I could.
Banish everything.
Everything on the island could banish.
The
after
whole,
it's done playing.
the whole
The whole island just disappeared.
We might save the world though.
Huh?
And sacrifice
Although
ourselves.
they come back, they're from this realm,
From
so
this
he
realm.
would come back. Probably.
But if he's not from this realm, he would say where he is.
It's true. Until he finds a way back.
Mm-hmm. And so with this island, if it's from different areas.
That's true too. That's probably not a good idea. The question is, if we think we can take on Ixis, but I don't know if we can take on the whole city with him.
Yeah.
Not the whole city.
Well,
So
do we want to stay there, or is there somewhere else we can?
Well, he may.
So if you were trying to ascend, if you were
Good.
he's got a place on the volcano. Save. Do you think he would like the dark energy plate?
That seems to be his true form is.
We didn't ask Tiff if like they hate the dark energy place. Like, is there some natural like?
Maybe if we
aggressive?
find the dark energy anchor and somehow destroy it.
That's assuming like the dark energy is like.
I mean, of any of the
tied to him.
forms that he would be most closely tied to, I would think.
I
it
don't
would
know.
have to be-
Negative.
Talking to Pift, maybe he is more
I
positive
mean, that is
energy.
true.
I don't know.
Well, either way, it's a very impending sight to see him arrive physically here, and he knows what we are about.
How big did you say he was?
he's a changeling.
Yeah, I was wondering how big you said he was.
Oh, so he's very he's oversized. He's clearly using some sort of magic to make himself look bigger than his true form would be. So he's probably like 10 feet tall or so.
Okay.
Oh, so it would be kind of funny if you spelled magic, then you would have to be normal size. That would be embarrassing.
Someone's overcompensating.
Everyone to their sense.
Oh, sorry, your god is small.
Everyone attack him.
How embarrassed.
I'm sorry, Nicholas. I don't know what to do. Should we just wait it out?
I mean, we can't confront him in town with all of his followers. That's definitely.
I'm
seems
sure he's
like-
gonna have people come search for us as well.
Try to somehow weaken the dark energy on the island, because that seems to be his.
MO.
Yeah,
We can do that.
that's the best plan I can come up with.
All right.
Does any of you have another plan you want to
I mean,
float out there?
That sounds like a good plan.
we could pretend Yara is still under control. But not everyone. I just need an Ixis. You're here. Oh, great. I need you here. Come, please. And see if we can get him away by himself.
I don't know if he would come by himself.
I mean, what did he want? He wanted power. She's like, oh, I found a bunch of power laying around here. I can't bring it back to you.
I found strength for you.
I had to give up my strengths too, so you have to come pick it up. I found.
He found a lapdog. Let's see.
Yeah, we could just scope out. Try.
We
Unless we
should
want to send somebody in to try to
we
get like an idea of what's going on.
we
but
should
that's
just go to see what he's doing.
also very risky.
Yes, you could send in like
Demon chat?
yeah, Demon Chad, possibly,
Or-
or does anyone have like a? I know ARs could use his owl or whatever.
Talk to animals and see through their eyes,
Try to send a bird in or something.
but the bird has to be willing. I don't know if you ever talked to animals before.
It's probably not any worse than talking to Pift.
It could also be mind controlled.
It's true.
That's true. Maybe
If he
all the
mind
voters
controlled
would
the
mind
whole
consent.
island, then
Maybe
possible.
he was indiscriminate about his casting.
I don't know.
All right.
What do y'all
So
wanna do?
as you what?
Yeah, I think we scope out what he's doing. But I don't
Alright,
know how.
try to send in some kind of a
All right. So as you guys are sort of making a plan, that's really insight session.
Whew.
cool.
Nice. In the town. 2 bag lords show up.